What's going on, guys? It's Big Man Tyson here. Today I'm going to be talking about Twitter and how absolutely of a disgusting platform it is. Well, for you guys who doesn't know, there was a guy who was impersonating me on Twitter, and I didn't know it was going on until someone I know who would promote my videos on Twitter told me about it. So I'm like, no way. Are you serious? So I had to look into this immediately, and he was saying all kinds of stuff, and some people really thought it was me. So I had to make a tweet saying it was not me. And luckily, most people believed me, thankfully, but most people didn't even try to report that account. I ended up having to report that account. There was a slight few who did report the account, but not a lot of people did it. And Twitter just absolutely didn't do nothing about it. Like, when it comes to Twitter, they are just straight up biased on who they want to ban. Like, someone could just get into trouble over the littlest thing possible and have their account suspended, but yet someone can impersonate you and pretty much ruin your whole life. That's pretty much a crime, and yet they won't do a single thing about it. Like, it's unacceptable and disgusting. If it was a big celebrity being impersonated by some guy and somehow he gets thousands of followers, and then Twitter goes out their way to ban them from the platform. And if you're no celebrity, Twitter doesn't give two shits about you at all. The amount of stuff Twitter lets people get away with is just beyond me. And from what I heard from some people, apparently they have a community where they are dedicated to having romantic love with animals. Just hearing that fucking shit just makes me want to go throw up in the goddamn toilet. Whoever is actually into that, don't ever talk to me ever. People like that is a disgrace to me, and the fact that those people think animals can consent is just absolutely mentally insane. Those people need help. Animals can't consent. Animals just can't consent. They can't even physically talk, and they're not that logically smart to know what's really going on, so therefore they are just taking advantage of it. That whole community deserves to be put behind bars and thrown in jail, because that is just nasty as fuck. And voicing your opinion on Twitter is very pointless, because you can be fully in the right in the argument, but somehow they want to think you're actually fully wrong and they're completely right. But in reality, that's not how that works. There's always valid points to an argument whether you like it or not. And that's something people on Twitter don't understand. Like, Twitter tries to act like they're the smartest person alive, acting like they're the next Einstein, but when in reality it's just a bunch of nonsense. They try to act smart, but really just comes off so fucking stupid on Twitter. On Twitter, it's just not from, like, people on Twitter is just not from the same planet as me. They can't be from Earth. There's just no way. And then you have these fucking goddamn idiots that just loves to say ratio this, ratio that, or they be like high L ratio, like the term ratio is the stupidest, dumbest, idiotic shit I have ever heard in my life. I don't even know what the hell it really even means. But from what I heard, if you have more likes than someone, then you can ratio them. Like, I just don't understand that. I could be wrong on how I said that, but it's still so stupid. Have been done with Twitter as far as communicating with people. It's just my videos was just being promoted from that point on. But after that impersonation bullshit, I was just straight up done promoting my videos on that platform. I ended up telling someone I know to stop promoting my videos on Twitter from now on. If you knew about the incident when it happens, you already know what he said. And if you didn't know about it, now you know. Because I'm not giving that fucking piece of shit any free attention. Not in this YouTube video I want. He's going to have to work a lot harder than that to get on my level. And my god, Twitter is just bot galore on that platform. There's always bots trying to follow you every hour or so. They would have to be blocked, because it was always some fake account with a picture of a girl promoting their naked pictures, or some link to a website that I would never trust on Twitter ever. That's for goddamn sure. People loves to say bots are worse on Instagram. No, the hell they're not. At least on Instagram, you can block their account. You can also block them to where if they try to make another account, it will automatically stop the bots from trying to follow you excessively. Twitter don't have that. Twitter is just known for their toxicity, bots, and burner accounts impersonating people half the time. When people talk shit, they don't use their real accounts, they always got to rely on their burner accounts to talk shit, because they know if they use their real accounts and make one fuck up move, they can lose all their followers. They have that problem, I meant to say, but it don't seem like they give a shit. But I get toxicity is everywhere, and that part is true. But I have never, ever, ever, ever seen no other platform that's worse than Twitter in terms of toxicity. Nothing is coming close to beating Twitter in toxicity. Twitter is just absolutely disgusting, and it deserves to be banned from the platform. The shit that goes on Twitter, you just can't justify it. There's just no defending it. Like, people can try to defend it all they want, but you just can't justify it for all the shit that goes on that platform. Like, it's just pitiful. If you ever thought about using Twitter, I highly don't recommend it at all. Use a different platform, and if you use Twitter, it will drive you mentally insane up the wall. It's just that fucking bad. Like, it is that goddamn terrible, guys. And sorry for that cutout in my commentary, because my mic kind of, well, I knocked my mic out on accident, and it kind of cut the recording off. So yeah, I had to turn it back on for a split second if you heard like a big giant mess up. I know I probably stutter a lot on my sentences, but I just had to get off my chest because Twitter's an awful fucking platform. Like, it just deserves to be banned. It deserves to be banned. They just deserve to be banned from social media. They don't deserve a platform at all. Like, the shit they can get away with just disgusts me. Like, I will never represent that platform ever, ever again. Like, Twitter can kiss my goddamn ass is all I gotta say. So, other than that, guys, it's been Big Man Tyson. I'm out, guys. Peace, and I will catch you all in the next one.